Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of my Wolves career mode. 65 manager rating. It's been a little bit of a disappointing start to the season. Well, actually, no, let me rephrase that. We started off well, but we went through a very poor run of form, losing a lot of games. But good news, Doherty there has won Player of the Month. We also got Manager of the Month. So it's a little bit of a conflicting feeling that, you know, we've done so badly recently, yet we've still managed to win Manager of the Month and Player of the Month. I don't know. But either way, guys, you know, in the last episode, I decided to do a post-commentary like I'm doing today, so I could really focus on the matches and actually play them and not have to talk at the same time. And it worked quite well. I started off with a loss, but I did get back to winning ways. So I thought I'd do the same for this episode, as it's the last one before the window. We will be finishing off December in this episode, so the next episode will be transfers. Hopefully we'll be able to sign some pre-contracts, get some good players coming in for next season, and who knows, maybe sell one or two players as well that I'm not too keen on. So first game was up against Birmingham here, who at the start of the season looked to be one of those teams that would be there at the top, but actually they've started to lose a bit of pace and lose a bit of form, and they've dropped outside of the top 5, I think maybe even outside of the top 6 as well. So it wasn't as important of a game, but still, of course, I want to be picking up the 3 points. And actually, it took us a while to get going in this game, but we did score an absolute beauty with Costa. The finish itself, not great, but the passing and the movement, really, really nice. A professional goal. Arsenal would be proud of that one, even though we're shocking at the moment. And straight after that, we actually made it 2-0. Costa grabbing his second of the game. Another very nice pass and move, and an even better finish this time. Costa proving to be very good on this right wing. I'm concerned that Jota, because he's been so good for us, that we're going to be without him next year. And I probably won't be able to afford him if we're going to be going for other players as well. What am I going to do on the left wing? I don't know. But we picked up the win there, got straight into training. And Brereton there, who I've decided to put into 2 drills instead of just 1. He's grown already up to 71 there. Very nice indeed. Now, this was a big one. Sunderland have been up there since the beginning of the season with us. And they haven't really slowed down. They've got quite a few draws, but not many losses. So I knew this was going to be a tough game. We were playing at home. We got off to a good start there. I was playing Brereton a lot. I really do want to make sure that by the time we get into the Premier League, whether it's first time, second time of asking, he's good enough to compete, you know. And there is Jota, who I was just talking about, just offside. When you look at the replay, though, the ball's actually been passed already. So I'm not sure if that's fair. It should be as soon as the ball gets touched, that's when the offside is called, not, you know, when the ball has left the foot. So a little bit of a weird one, that, and giving away a stupid corner there, which is really frustrating. No, sorry, a goal kick. Isn't it annoying when you try to take the ball down and you just can't? It ends up going out of play. But luckily we do get on another attack, and look who it is again. It's Costa on hand. That is 3 goals. Our last 3 goals have been Costa. He's a really, really good player. I like him a lot. I guess what I do with Jota leaving, if I can't bring him back, we put Caballero out on the left wing maybe. But towards the end of the first half here, 41 minutes in, we do give away a penalty. Luckily, it's not a sending off, right? Oh. Down to 10 men. We've got the 1-0 advantage, but of course now we're down to 10 men and they've got a penalty. Not very good news. It was a very poor tackle. It was my bad. And Graban scores it. He's a decent striker. And of course, that meant we had to change up the team a little bit. So I went with a 4-1-2-1-2 or a 4-4-2 diamond. And we are now going to be playing without a cam. And we had to move around the defence a little bit. And, you know, Douglas, who got sent off, meant that we had to put Doherty at left back. You know, it was a little bit of a weird situation to be in. The system wasn't what I was used to. But to be fair, holding on to a 1-1 draw, it's never a bad thing when you've gone down to 10 men. So that's exactly what I was trying to do here. But maybe just hit them on the break if I could. And we had a couple of chances here and there. Decided to have a shot with Neves, which was a little bit weak. And that was pretty much it for that game. It was one of those second halves where, you know, a lot of players were tired. I didn't have the extra man, you know. It wasn't great. It was good to get the draw, though. And back into training there. And Ndika's gone up to 73, which is very nice indeed. He's pretty much going to be Premier League quality before we even get there, which makes me very pleased indeed. He's been a great signing. Now, Sheffield Wednesday away from home. Although it looks like it's the exact same stadium that we play at. I hope they include Wolves Stadium. I really do. If they do get promoted, they should be making it, which would be absolutely amazing. I really miss Wolves in the Premier League. I remember it very well when they were playing in the Premier League week in, week out. But they're going to be back. It looks like they're winning the Championship quite comfortably this year. But obviously, things can change. But anyway, early on in this game, Brereton getting a good chance. He just puts it wide. I do need to work on his finishing a little bit. And that's exactly why I've got him in training right now. Working on his dribbling and his shooting, his attack positioning, things like that. He's going to get another chance here, which was on target, but it does get saved. And you could say Sheffield Wednesday have been very, very lucky not to concede in that opening half. So now we're into the second half. Costa on the ball here, looking to score, but gets blocked, unfortunately. It felt like one of those games, guys. I've had a lot of them this season so far where, I have a lot of chances, but I just cannot put them in the back of the net. Costa with a terrible pass, but I get lucky with Brereton there. Lovely bit of turning, twisting the defender. Just over the bar, though, with the shot. I mean, that proves it, really, doesn't it? He's good on the ball, he's quick, but his shot needs work. We do need to improve his finishing. And now into the last few minutes, you think, yeah, maybe this would be my moment. Maybe I can go ahead and get the 3 points, but no! I've just given it straight to the keeper. I've practically passed it to him, and we weren't going to get any more time. So unfortunately, that game was not to be. But it's okay. We'll go into our next one. Ipswich. We've got another chance to get another 3 points. And at the moment, as long as we're not losing, I'm happy. Because we went through such a terrible spell of losing games very easily. Lovely pass from Cavallero there over to Doherty. He gets the cross in. That is why he's been player of the month. Those crosses have been deadly. Very close to creating another goal there. But once again, Brereton cannot score. He's having a little bit of a poor period here, having loads of chances, but just not being clinical enough. And now Ipswich have a chance. Oh, it's so close. So unlucky. Hit the apex of the goal, I believe, which is, where the post and the crossbar join. Very, very close. And then right after that, we get a little bit lucky here with some poor defending. Look at this. Bit of a shambles, bit of a kerfuffle at the back there, as they would say in Little Britain. Anyone miss that show? I really do. Good old British comedy. You don't really see it these days. But finally, in the second half, we do get through on goal with Brereton. And that is a much better finish. Well done. He may only be 18, but he's going to be a big part of our squad. We need him to be scoring goals and, playing well. And that's exactly what we need to see more of. Finishing. Goals. We need more goals from Brereton. So hopefully, whilst we're getting him into training, playing him, he's going to grow into an absolute superstar. And that's the hope anyway. What I'm worried about, though, guys, is in real life, Wolves have actually made a bid to AC Milan for Silva, their striker, the Portuguese youngster. If that's the case, I'm going to have to try and sign him. And that would mean Brereton may be losing his first team spot. But with Bonatini leaving at the end of the season, by the way, we do get a win there, which was a good result. If Bonatini is leaving, of course, and I'm not going to re-sign him, we are going to need another striker. So maybe we should go for Andre Silva. He's not going to be cheap, though, so maybe a takeover would be required to sign him. And Jota, of course, it's going to be very, very expensive. But anyway, into the next game now. It is Millwall away from home, a tough fixture. We know how passionate the Millwall fans can be. And we made a good start, but then all of a sudden I leave a massive hole in my defence. And Morrison had a great opportunity, but he's completely wasted it. Smashing it over the bar, and now Brereton down the other end. Running at defence, that's exactly what you want him to be doing. Get the shot away, but it is saved. And then we do get the follow-up. And look who it is once again. It is Costa, the informed man. I really think he's on course to get Player of the Month for this month. It's a good save, that, from the keeper. And you could say maybe the defence has let him down by not getting to the ball fast enough. But what can you do? Now, Brereton, once again, burning players on the break there with his pace. Maybe should have passed it. I should have squared it, really. And it was still 1-0 at this point. Another chance for Brereton, maybe. Can we get through? Yes, we can. We get the shot away, but it is wide and high. But luckily, we had enough done in that game to win the game already. It didn't mean anything. So now we go into the final game of this episode and the final game before the transfer window reopens for January. And it is Bristol. And this was always going to be an interesting one. Bristol, very decent team. As I was actually recording this gameplay, they were playing Man City and winning the game. But of course, it didn't quite end that way. And by the way, their Twitter account, you have to follow it. Very close to scoring there. I got a little bit lucky. But they post some of the best things ever. The GIFs and the images they post when they score. It is absolutely hilarious. So definitely drop a follow for Bristol's football account on Twitter. Definitely worthwhile. It'll make you smile. Some of them are pretty funny. But now into the second half. Still 0-0 at the moment. Can they get a goal? I hope not. We've actually messed up massively there. But the keeper has dug us out of a bit of a hole. And now we're going to get another chance. Brereton on the break. trying the shot across the keeper, which gets saved, unfortunately. It's just another example of his poor finishing, or my poor finishing, I guess. And they hit the post again. You could argue that Bristol City has had better chances and have come closer to scoring. And look at that for some defending. Absolutely brilliant tackle. And I had one more chance left in this game. And look at this. Into the last moments of the game. Jota to win it, but no. Another save by the keeper. And it's another 0-0. I really haven't been drawing many games. I think today is the first episode where we have had a draw. So as you can see, 3 draws now, 7 losses, but 15 wins. And we've got 38 goals scored. That is joint top with Nottingham Forest. But that is going to bring this episode to an end, guys. Back to the live commentary and back to a transfer window episode tomorrow, which I'm really excited about. Fulham, Bolton and Millwall at the bottom of the table. They're not looking so good. But the beauty is, guys, we are up there at the moment at the top and we are looking good for promotion as it stands this season, which is exactly what we need. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.